In 2001, Naughty Dog released a title that pushed the platform genre forward, and it set itself apart as the first game in one of the greatest gaming trilogies ever released, a game called Jak and Daxter: Precursor Legacy.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns!
When I think back on the PlayStation 2 era, I think back to the days where quarter remotes were a thing and a 16 megabyte memory card, because the 128 megabyte card was well out of my price range as a 14-year-old making $5.15 working at McDonald's, burning myself for the clown.
Ahoy! How about a cheeseburger for me?
Oh no, Captain Crook, not till you learn to smile.
It's something you were hoping didn't get corrupted, erasing all your saved data. The PlayStation 2 had a lot of all-time greats and held the beginnings of some of the greatest franchises ever made. Jak and Daxter next to Ratchet and Clank were, in my view, the Marvel vs. DC of video games. They were both comical, but one was a darker, more gritty tone style game, Jak and Daxter, and the other was more fun for everyone, Spider-Man type of humor franchise in Ratchet and Clank. I always preferred Ratchet and Clank.
Miss Gears may be in league with Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, who knew? She always seems so sweet and innocent in her videos. Well, except for that one with the... you know...
but still was a fan of Jak and Daxter. I just prefer the humor and tone of Ratchet and Clank. But as I was scrolling through PlayStation Plus, I realized I never played the first Jak and Daxter game. So here are my thoughts, older and hopefully more wiser, in 2023 on Jak and Daxter: Precursor Legacy.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment.
The first thing is visually the game has done a great job of holding up. Relatively easy controls to understand and a free move camera, which not even the first God of War had a free moved camera. And in fact, actually, the God of War game that first had a free move camera was on the PlayStation 4. So this is actually well ahead of its time. Jak and Daxter also surprised me in its relatively open world style game. It's similar to Banjo-Kazooie or Donkey Kong 64 or Spyro or any of these other games. That essentially they are the beginning stages of the open world experience that we have now. Essentially you are able to move about on the island with really not much blocking your way except the tall mountains and large fish that will swallow you whole to prevent you from spending too much time in the water. Jak and Daxter, similar to the first Crash game, doesn't have a crazy amount of variety in the few areas I've been to, but just enough to not make it seem too familiar and just enough to not have you get bored by it. Sadly, there are no subtitles in the options menu that I could find after looking through, and honestly would have expected after the HD remaster of the Jak and Daxter trilogy that would have been an option available.
This isn't funny!
I didn't have many issues navigating, but the game doesn't hold your hand at all. It feels like it drops you in, gives you how many power cells you need to find, and you figure it out from there. The power cells in Jak and Daxter are the stars in Mario 64.
Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work.
I stumbled upon most of the power cells just by simply navigating and wandering around to any area I didn't explore. Some of the power cells are easy to get, like the ones from the mayor at the beginning.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well.
Or the failed hero that I met later on. You pay him 90 orbs and they give you a power cell.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yes. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
But some of them are a little bit more difficult, like climbing a mountain and pushing an egg off a cliff.
Oh my, that wasn't gentle. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Or beating a boss. One power cell was simply helping a farmer by guiding his cattle back into their pen.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
The enemies you encounter are similar throughout, with only a couple being varied to match the area you are in. The story's pretty basic, but the characters themselves seem similar to Dragon Ball, even having a few character similarities, like to Master Roshi and a guy named Samos Hagai.
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go!
Who looks after Jak and Daxter and the female protagonist, Kira.
And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
I never felt bored while playing Jak and Daxter, and the sound quality, while more on the monotone side, still has a good amount of bass while not drowning out the voices throughout. I had a lot of fun playing Jak and Daxter and was met with a little bit of a challenge that at least kept me from getting bored and kept me interested in the game. I really hope someday, similar to how Insomniac Games remade the first Ratchet and Clank, we can get that with the Jak and Daxter, either the first game or all three of them. That would be fantastic. The fact that Naughty Dog has given us Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, and Last of Us is absolutely incredible. I highly recommend playing Jak and Daxter, and while I imagine the game isn't long in gameplay, I'm essentially about 23-24% of all the power cells found, and I've only played for a few hours. But the game is a lot of fun, and it is free on PlayStation Plus for PlayStation Plus members, so I highly recommend downloading it. Jak and Daxter, I'm giving a 4 out of 5 because I know the second and third are even better than the first game. But I want to know, have you played Jak and Daxter, whether it's the first, second, or third, or maybe all of them? We would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Also down below, you'll find in the description of me and my brother Rocky's all other socials, as well as a link to our main channel Smokin Sessions, where we do movie reviews, watch-alongs, and overall just do fun, entertaining content. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and give us a subscribe so you don't miss out on videos like this from us in the future. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and or listening to this video, and we will see you all in the next gaming session.
I'm fine.
This out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer